Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is the day 2 of the 21-day yoga challenge, and today's posture is the happy baby pose or the Aananda Balasana. Now this is a very good pose for relaxation, restoration, if you are tired at the end of the day. Let's see how the pose looks like, and then we'll work on some of the variations you can use from a beginner level to an advanced level and how you can advance in the same pose. One thing that you would need for this pose is a belt. If you don't have a belt, don't worry, you can even use a scarf or an old t-shirt. So let's get straight into it. This is how the posture looks like. Depending on the flexibility of your hips, your knees could be high or low. That's how the posture looks like. Let's see how you can, if you're a very beginner, let's see how you can best do the posture. So first thing to note when you're lying down on the mat is that there's a C curve in your lower back when you're lying down, and that should be taken out. So you brace your core to take that C curve out, so your back is flush with the mat. There is no space between the mat and your back. This is the starting position for this posture. Now, if this is difficult for you, if you using your middle and your index finger to grab your big toe is not possible, in that case I want you to grab your belt or your scarf and put it around both your big toes and catch it like so. Now in this pose, you have to be here as long as possible, so you can rock yourself back and forth in this pose, and as you get comfortable, as your hips open up more, you will be able to catch your big toes like so. Now if you've done leg day, or if you are on your period and you're cramping, this is a really nice pose to relax. To kind of get deeper into the pose, what you can do is catch your feet on the outside and stay here. Now from here we can rock the baby from side to side, so you can do these rocks like so. So you catch the toe with your index and your middle finger, and I'm keeping one foot on the mat and the other foot off the mat. So what I'm trying to do is get my knee all the way to the floor and back, and lift on the other side, knee all the way to the floor and back. So this is an exercise that you can do to kind of open up your knees. And once you get comfortable, you can try it with both the feet together. So try to get your knees as close to the mat as possible without lifting your bum, and lift up, release. Again, as close to the bum as possible, as close to the mat as possible, and release. Another thing you can do to improve flexibility is get into a half reverse Baddha Konasana. So your reverse butterfly pose can be done here to improve the flexibility of your hip in this posture. Now look at some of the mistakes people do in this posture. One very common mistake is keeping your back arched. So I've seen a lot of people keeping the back arched and then lifting. That's not okay. So if you're keeping your back arched like so, you will put excess pressure on your lumbar, which you don't want. This is a release posture. In fact, this should be releasing pressure from your lumbar, so make sure that your back is flush. Another mistake I've seen people do is lifting up their bum when they're doing it. So if your hips are not flexible, you're trying to lift your bum. So that's again something that shouldn't happen. If you notice, my tailbone is always on the mat. If your tailbone is lifted up and your bum is in the air, again, that's not what you're aiming at. I hope you'll enjoy happy baby pose, and I'll see you tomorrow with another challenge.